Hello everyone and welcome to theforum.net, and if you're typing that into a web browser, don't forget to put in the dash. It's the-forum.net. The reason that the forum exists is to get hits from the internet and have a place to post that doesn't involve the limitations that social media puts on us. And today we're going to show a prime example of this and how you can boost the SEO on your website while delivering some great content, utilizing something that social media doesn't necessarily love, and that would be CBD and THC products. So I'm going to log in as one of our users, and this is Chris Cowart. He's one of the founders of Blue Moon Hemp, and he wants to do some content for Blue Moon Hemp. So we're going to help him and show him how this works. So I'm going to log in as him, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my profile. Now, when you sign up for the forum, that's easy. It's self-explanatory. Just hit the sign up link when you go to the-forum.net. But then you'll want to do this next. Log back in after you've confirmed in your email and click on my profile. Now, here's the way that we're going to do this. So we can update those passwords, but I've already done that for him. If it's your first time logging in after you confirm, go ahead and set up your new password using the current password that you were provided. Here's all this info that you can put about your website, your location, your occupation, your interest, your biography, and of course, very important part, the signature line. We're going to start with the signature line today because this is the most important part. You need to put who you are, and you need to put some links that become backlinks on every post you make. And by every post, I mean every original post and every response. So we'll go ahead and put his signature line in this way. Christopher Cowart, founder and product development specialist, Blue Moon Hemp and Swiss Relief CBD. These are a couple of our brands that we have in the THC and CBD space. We will have many more, or well, actually we already do have more, but those are our two main ones. So we're going to go ahead and come in and put some URLs. I've listed them here just so we could copy and paste, make this a faster video. There we go. Let's go ahead and put the biography, and I won't put anything in right now actually in this at this time. I will take the website option though to put in www.bluemoonhemp.com. Okay, there we go. And then after this, show my email address. I would keep it to no unless you guys want a lot of spam. Your hot online status, I would keep it to no because you want people that come to the forum and want to communicate with you for business reasons to feel free to do that. And if it says you're not online, then maybe they'd be less likely to send you a message. And there's a whole private message system within this site. If you want an email notification when a post gets answered, you can do that. If you want to check in frequently, then you can set this to no, which we'll go ahead and do that for him. And we'll allow HTML. Why not? We'll allow codes. No problem. And then at some point, we'll want to log in and put in a picture of Chris, and we'll let Chris do that himself. Once you're done with any changes, click submit, and you'll see the information was updated. Now, real quick, two links you want to keep note of here is hottest topics and recent topics. Recent topics is going to show you all the stuff that's been posted very recently. All right. Now, if you go to the forum index and then you go past the local, past the politics, past the travel and leisure, then you'll get into some other sections. And here's one that says THC forum. We're going to use that, and if you don't see a section here, you can send me an email, nathan@nathan.tv, requesting a section. So I'm going to go ahead and hit new post, and before you come here, because this can time out on you, or you can lose internet connection, it would be really ideal for you to go ahead and write your content somewhere else. Now, Chris did that and sent me some content ahead of time, and we're going to kind of talk through this content as we are as we're copying and pasting it. So let's go ahead, and now that we have it, we'll copy and paste this content, and we'll just edit it very quickly within the web browser. So we'll copy it, go over to the forum and paste. There we go. Now the first things first, the subject line, he wrote Blue Moon Hemp Berry 1000 Tincture Review. Now, that sounds fine. It sounds very businesslike, but I don't think that anyone is going to go, oh my gosh, I really need to click on that link. So we need to come up with a subject line that is more appealing and draws more people in to click on it. One of the things that I think people are confused about is how to use tincture, and that's included in this content. So let's go ahead and make it that. How does one utilize CBD tincture? What is the best tincture available? We'll make it the best CBD tincture. There we go. All right, so now we can get rid of this subject line here. All right, so after I copy and paste, sometimes the spacing isn't real good. So let's do ourselves a favor and fix that first, just so that we can see it a little bit better. And luckily, when we copied and pasted this time, it kind of shows the beginning and the ends of the paragraph. Sometimes it gets a little bit more convoluted, so keep an eye out for that. Now that I've added all these spaces, you can see here's one area where it got all messed up from the copy and paste. So the I is on one line, the S is on the other line. You can solve that real easily. And it's just like modifying a Word document, basically, okay? So in conclusion, all right, now let's go through and read. And notice that when you write this content, Chris did something really clever here. He went ahead and put URLs next to everywhere that he wanted to, reference a URL. And that makes it really easy to modify from here on, because what we can do is, instead of having this HTTPS, or we could have both actually, we can highlight the HTTPS, the URLs that he gave us, and just highlight this part here, and then copy that, and then highlight the word that you want to be a hyperlink. Click on URL, and if you highlight the URL and click URL, then it'll make it a clickable URL. So let's go ahead and give some space for, actually we'll delete the parentheticals altogether, just so we don't confuse the code. We'll highlight the URL and then click URL. Boom. Now when it gets published, it'll show up as a clickable link. So let's go on through this. So Blue Moon Hemp has been a leading pioneer, has been and is. So let's simplify that. Is a pioneer in the CBD industry since its inception in 2016. Now, if you've only been in business for like a year, I wouldn't put that. But if you've been in business for a while, which Blue Moon Hemp has, then you'll want to put something about your longevity that gives you credibility, especially in the THC and CBD space or anything like it. Lasting, what are we, 24, 8 years, nearly a decade in the THC business is a long time. So one of their premier products is the tincture Berry 1000. So I would go ahead and reorder this as the Berry 1000 tincture, and I don't know if that's the right name, so I'm going to come back and edit that, and you will see that here. And you can see there's once again a URL that directs back to bluemoonhemp.com and is for that True Blue Berry tincture. So there we have the name now, is the True Blue Berry CBD tincture 1000. And it's a 1000 milligram. There we go. And now that we have this URL, once again, this is a good URL. This is our URL. So we want to go ahead and take that URL and make it a clickable link once again, simply by highlighting it and clicking URL. Now there are other URLs that Chris has put in here, and They were good. They're basically credits for certain facts, things that he's saying in here, because he wants to be careful about what he says about CBD and THC, as we always are. So, for instance, in this next paragraph, he has published this HTTPS, in other words, a link for the NCBI website. Now, I don't need to make that a clickable link. I don't mind putting it here and giving credit where it's due, but I have no obligation to create backlinks to their sites. These backlinks to our sites do an excellent job of creating, better SEO. And, this content, if you read it, it says how to use it, what it does, and even references an encyclopedia, which again, I have no reason to push the URL button and give them a backlink. Why would I? Here you can see that there's a cost to a product. One thing that I do sometimes is say starts at, and that way if prices ever change, then nobody says, well, you said the price was this. No, I said the price started at that. And if somebody really bitches about it at some point, I guess you just fulfill the order. But let's reword this. The cost of this 30 milliliter bottle with 30-day supplies starts at only. There we go. And that equates to $1.66 a day. That's all fine. And then we're not going to do the rest of this right now because we can go back and we can edit. But what we should do is put in an attachment. And we'll do that off of this video. But basically, if you press the attachment, it gives you the ability to select the picture from your computer. So there we go. That's it. Press submit and look at what we have here. We have now Chris with his first post. He's got one post, and it also has live links in his signature line, which create backlinks to go along with these backlinks as well. There you go. How cool is that? All you have to do is come to the-forum.net and make posts frequently. And if you're a bigger business and you want to advertise here to our millions of visitors, no problem. Just send an email to nathan@nathan.tv and we can add a banner ad for you on the left side of the screen at a small monthly cost, and it cycles through. So that's it. That's all she wrote. Come to the-forum.net and post. It's free marketing. It takes a few moments a day. Do it from the toilet. Do it while driving. Well, don't do it while driving. That might be unsafe. But do something to promote your business today. It doesn't take much.